Chapter 3. Planning for the Attack. Master Sun said, "The method of waging war holds that it is always best to take the opposing country intact, whereas destroying the opposing country is next best. Taking an opposing army intact is best, whereas destroying it is next best. Taking an opposing regiment intact is best, whereas destroying it is next best. Taking an opposing company intact is best, whereas destroying it is next best. Taking an opposing squad intact is best, whereas destroying it is next best." For this reason, being victorious 100 times in 100 battles is not the most excellent approach. Causing the enemy forces to submit without a battle is the most excellent approach. Therefore, the most superior stratagem in warfare is to stymie the enemy's plans. The next best is to stymie his alliances. The next best is to stymie his troops. The worst is to attack his walled cities. The method of attacking walled cities should be resorted to only when there is no other option. To attack a walled city, it is necessary to construct mantlets and assault wagons, to make ready siege machines which require 3 months to complete, then mounds of earth that must be piled up against the walls, again requiring 3 months to finish. Unable to overcome his anger, the general sends his troops to clamber up on the walls like ants. A third of his troops are killed, and still the city does not fall. This is the disaster that results from attacking walled cities. Therefore, he who is skilled at waging war causes his opponent's soldiers to submit without having to fight a battle. He causes his enemy's cities to fall without having to attack them, and he destroys his opponent's kingdom without having to engage in prolonged war. Instead, with a comprehensive strategy, he contends before all under heaven. Therefore, his soldiers are not worn down, yet his advantages are preserved intact. This is the method of attack by stratagem. Therefore, the method of waging war is to encircle the enemy when one has 10 times the number of his forces, to attack the enemy when one has 5 times the number of his forces, to divide the enemy when one has twice the number of his forces, to battle the enemy when one's forces are equal to his. Therefore, he who stubbornly persists though his forces are fewer will be captured by an enemy whose forces are more numerous. Now, the general is the buttress of the kingdom. When the buttress is solid, the kingdom will surely be strong. When the buttress is defective, the kingdom will surely be weak. Therefore, there are 3 aspects in which the army may be troubled by the ruler. When the ruler does not understand that the army cannot advance, yet he orders it to advance, or when the ruler does not understand that the army cannot retreat, yet he orders it to retreat. This is called hobbling the army. When the ruler does not understand the affairs of the triple army, yet participates in its administration, the officers and troops will be confused. When the ruler does not understand the expediency of a triple army, yet participates in its supervision, the officers and the troops will be suspicious. When the triple army is both confused and suspicious, difficulties from the feudal lords will have arrived. This is called bringing chaos to one's own army and inviting the victory of one's opponents. Therefore, there are 5 respects in which one may have foreknowledge of victory. He who knows when one can do battle and when one cannot do battle will be victorious. He who recognizes the functionality of the many and the few will be victorious. He who can cause superiors and inferiors to share the same desires will be victorious. He who prepares and lies in wait for one who is unprepared will be victorious. The general who is capable and whose ruler does not interfere will be victorious. These 5 respects are the only way to have foreknowledge of victory. Therefore, it is said, he who knows his opponent and knows himself will not be imperiled in 100 battles. He who knows not his opponent but knows himself will win 1 and lose 1. He who knows neither his opponent nor himself will surely be imperiled in every battle. End of chapter 3.